Hello everyone. Today I would like us to have a short chat about the importance of self-care. Our bodies are truly amazing. We have so many inbuilt systems that function a lot of times on their own without even us noticing. And there is one system which I am particularly amazed with. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system. And this system is responsible a lot for digestion, for muscle relaxation, for stress release, for regulating our mood, and just bringing us to this sense of content, of calmness, of relaxation. I guess all the things that a lot of us need these days. So today, I would like to talk a little bit more about things that can help us activate this already inbuilt parasympathetic nervous system, and share a short breathing practice with you and two simple questions you can implement daily in your life to promote self-care and improve your own well-being. So as I said, parasympathetic nervous system, it's already inbuilt system, and due to so many factors and stressors and just the rhythm of our everyday life, this system doesn't really operate the way it was designed to. And a lot of times we are in this fight or flight response with tense muscles, not being able to relax when it's needed. And here all the buzzwords come to action, like mindfulness, gratitude, yoga, breathing, tapping, and meditation. So all these strategies are just the keys to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And the great thing is that once we allow ourselves to try it, to give it some space and time and focus, the bodies respond. They do the rest of the job. So let's try and let's allow today ourselves to try a few of those strategies together. And we're going to start with a short breathing practice. It's called 3-4-5 breath. I teach it a lot to the students in my current school, and they all enjoy that. So it starts with a breath in when we breathe in through our noses on the count of 3. Then we hold our breath on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we breathe out on the count of 5. So you see that the out breath is longer than the inhalation, which actually serves its purpose, and it activates our parasympathetic nervous system, helping us relax and release the tension from our body. So let's start with just grounding ourselves first. Before we do any breathing practice, it's super important to put your both feet on the floor so your soles are touching the floor. Press your shoulders to the back of your chair. You can put your hands on your belly. This way you can reconnect with your body and actually feel how your belly moves when you breathe. Now let's start with 3 deep mindful breaths where we breathe in through our noses and breathe out through our mouth, releasing all the tension. Breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. You can keep your eyes closed or you can keep them open if you like. Closing your eyes can really help you focus more on your breath. Now let's start breathing in through our noses on the count of 3. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through our mouths on the count of 5. Breathe in through our nose. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through our mouth on the count of 5. Breathe in through our nose. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through our mouths. Let's do 3 more cycles on our own. Hold and breathe out through our mouth. Breathe in through our nose. Hold and breathe out through our mouth. Breathe in through our nose. Hold and breathe out through our mouth. Now, as you keep your eyes closed, observe how your body feels after you started breathing in a mindful way, focusing on the counting, focusing on the breath. And now, as you keep your eyes closed, ask yourself one question: how am I feeling today? Be honest to yourself. Allow yourself to observe your feeling. You can visualize the certain color of your feeling. It could be red if you're feeling more like angry or irritated, or a lot of energy in your bodies. It could be blue if you're more on the sad side or lonely or a little bit anxious or worried about certain things. It could be yellow to feeling joy and happiness, or it could be green towards more calmness and content. It could be your own special color. Just allow yourselves to observe the color, feel the feeling you have at this specific moment. And now try to give your feeling a name. Try to be specific and name your feeling. It could be a certain word which comes to your mind. Again, allow yourselves to feel. Try to be honest with yourself. And slowly open your eyes. What we did just right now, we checked on ourselves and we allowed ourselves to feel, which is a rare thing these days, because a lot of times we ask others, how are you today? But we don't really take this moment to ask these questions to ourselves. Once we are done with the breathing practice and our body felt more relaxed, allowing ourselves to feel and observing the state of our inner world give us probably certain insights. And giving ourselves this space and time, it's crucially important, and it has so many benefits. First of all, checking ourselves can show us certain patterns in our moods, and by observing these patterns we can be preventive and address certain emotions while they're just starting. It's way easier to address sadness before it gets to anxiety or depression. Same as it's easier to address anger before it gets to hatred, or when you end up ruining relationship with the people next to you. So if you are ongoing feeling joyful and happy, again, ask yourselves, what are those things that I'm doing in my life and how I can continue implementing those things in my daily routines. And there's a lot of research on the benefits on checking your mood daily or even a few times during the day. And there's another question I wanted to share with you. The question that made a huge change in my own life. And the question goes like, what can I do right here, right now to make me feel at least 1% better? So a lot of times we are stuck in the situations which we are not in control of. It could be the curfew during the pandemic. It could be another Zoom meeting or a lesson we need to attend. So in order to regain certain amount of control over the situation and again activate the parasympathetic nervous system, we ask this specific question: what can I do to make me feel at least 1% better right here, right now? And I'm sure you can come up with so many ideas to answer these questions, because you know yourself so much better than anyone else. So if you're stuck in a traffic jam, maybe you can turn your favorite music on, or open the window and enjoy the fresh breeze. Maybe you can start recollecting all the happy memories, or remembering what you're grateful for today. You know, all these things can help you regain again control over the situation and activate your parasympathetic nervous system and release this stress and tension from this particular moment. If you are stuck in a meeting you do not want to attend, maybe you can again ask yourself a question: what can I do to make me feel at least 1% better right here, right now? And The answer could be you can elevate your legs, you can put a cushion behind your back and change your posture. Maybe you can take a sip of water or turn your favorite music on at the background. You know, those small things can make a huge difference, because a lot of times we just drag this time and we think, okay, once we're done with that, then I can go and relax. But this accumulates all this tension in your body, and in the end you have no energy, you have no power to do anything else. So by being preventive and by taking small steps to address those issues as they appear, we can regain the control over the situation and in the end feel more joyful throughout even challenging times. So these were the simple strategies I wanted to introduce today and share with you today. The simple breathing practice, 3-4-5 breath. And 2 questions to ask yourself daily. How am I feeling today? And what can I do to make me feel at least 1% better? Try to implement them into your daily self-care routine, and try to find this time to check on yourselves, because as the quote goes, we cannot pour from an empty glass. So we are the ones who needs to check that our glass is at least half full. So please take care of yourself and remember that self-care these days and always is a priority.